and I'm not sure about the weather. We'll find out here in just a second. But Giles County there at the Brick House, and that's a great place to play. I saw our buddy Wade Neely in the pregame. He was talking about when the seniors came out, they were escorted by some of their teachers, which I think is a cool touch. But Giles County got the win tonight, and I'm scrambling to find the score. But the Giles County got a win tonight at home at the Brick House. And we'll just ask Wade for it because I'm actually having trouble finding it. Wade, a big win tonight for Giles County. Tell me how much of a win.
Oh, great to be with you guys as always. We've huge win tonight for the Bobcats, 50-20.
Okay.
Fantastic first half performance from senior quarterback John Backus. He was virtually flawless there in the first half, as was the rest of the Bobcat offense. And we had a big lead at the half and kind of grinded out the rest of the third and fourth quarters there. Good win tonight over Sycamore.
You got to play at the Brick House. You got to win at the Brick House. But next week you've got to go on the road. You're headed to Fairview, I guess. I think Fairview got to win. And it'll be one of those situations where you guys will need to be road warriors. And that's been the road hasn't been bad for you guys this year, though, has it?
No, I've been through some ups, been through some downs. Luckily, the Cats were able to get a few wins on the road in the tough region play there. Had to go to East Nashville, grabbed a win, got a win last week in a really bad weather situation up there at Stratford. So the Cats have made the long road trips up to Nashville. They're the only team, located outside of Metro that's in that Region 5. But those road trips may pay dividends in the future. Fairview is an extremely talented team. And they were a former district foe back in the old district days of Giles County. And those, honestly, were some of the most entertaining regular season football games I think I've ever had the chance to broadcast. You're talking playoff-like intensity in the middle of late September, or the middle of September. It was fantastic. That was a long time ago, of course, but if they can recreate any of that magic next Friday night, it's going to be a fun evening up in Williamson County.
We're talking to Wade Neely, a member of WKSR, the X-Sports Nation network. WKSR, a longtime partner on the Friday Night Thunder Radio Network. Dennis Weaver and Eric Keith here with you.
All right, Wade, can you highlight some of the superstars, when the team's scoring 50 points, I'm sure they got the ball around, but who really stood out and who's really going to have to show out next week in round 2?
Yep, and honestly, it kind of starts and ends with the play of their quarterback, John Backus. He's committed, been committed for a while now to the University of Tennessee at Martin, but honestly, some are speculating that could change. He could end up, you would like to at least think at a bigger place, but he's accounted for over 33 touchdowns. He had 4 tonight passing, had 1 rushing. We clocked him at about 337 yards passing and about 50 yards of rushing. He was fantastic. He had a really tough go of it last week, a hero-like effort in the swamp-like conditions up there with the rain in Nashville. So tonight, for him to come out and play as well as he did on a dry night was good for his confidence. The other guy to watch out for is KJ Ziegler. The Bobcats have got 3 really talented junior wideouts. And KJ's been the hero this year for the Bobcats. He's over 1,200 yards receiving on the season. He was well over 150, if not close to 200 yards receiving tonight. 4 touchdowns receiving. And they've got some playmakers, but those 2 are really the guys that can go. You're looking at maybe some secondary playmakers if they decide to get pressure on Backus or if they decide to double-team Ziegler. But those 2 are the guys, and if those 2 can produce anything like we had tonight at the Brickyard, I think they're really going to be in a good spot next week coming up at Fairview.
All right, Wade, we appreciate you spending time with us. Are you going to be able to do that game next week?
Hoping so. I've got duties with Martin Methodist back here, my full-time gig. They pay the bills, but it's always fun to be able to spend some time with you guys on a Friday night. We'll see. I know one thing: if you can't make our broadcast, it's going to be worth the drive to Williamson County. Fairview's a very special place to play a Friday night football game. Not a lot of better experiences on a Friday night than that, and it'll be a good one for the Bobcat fans. I hope that they'll either get to take us in on the radio or make the trip up.
All righty, Wade, we appreciate it as always. Take care. We'll talk to you again next week, hopefully, okay?
Thanks, fellas. Always a pleasure. We'll see you soon.
All right, that is Wade Neely with WKSR in Pulaski, part of the Friday Night Thunder Radio Network.